I think it's really important that we look for examples, real life examples of how AI can actually come alongside us and make us more human, not just more technical, not just more efficient, not just better at what we do, but actually allow us and empower us to become more human. Your one big idea this week comes from a Better Everyday member who is doing just that. I have a firm that I work with that is a very, very small firm, and the firm owner has been intentionally remembering milestones in the life of his clients since 2023, 24 years ago. And he's been taking, at the beginning, notes on a yellow pad of every single client meeting he's had. How their finances have grown, how their staff has grown, how the firm has helped with their clients. And he's taken those in the original format. He would scan them in and drop them in folders named for each of the clients. And so he's got this repository, this history of not only his own firm, but of all of the clients he's been serving. He recently had a new hire who is not an accountant, is not a CPA, has actually no background whatsoever in accounting, but is really good with two things: humans and technology. So one of her first responsibilities was to look through the files on his computer and begin to kind of figure out what kind of data they have for the firm. And when she saw this repository, this history of the firm and of the clients, she had this epiphany that I think is your one big idea for the day. She found one client who has a 15-year anniversary of the business. And from the beginning, the firm has helped this business. So what they did was, this is so cool. They took the folder full of scanned in documents, pictures from cell phones, from all of these notes that have been taken over the years, all the way up to Word documents, dropped them all into a Claude Note and said, paint a picture of the relationship from the very beginning of this customer till now, and celebrate 15 years of the partnership between the firm and the client. What they got was, first, a bulleted list like you've seen from ChatGPT or Claude, a bulleted list of just highlights. And then she said, now take that, make a PDF, use both of our logos, and create this beautiful piece that we can send as a congratulations and as a thank you for your partnership. So they did. They created this thing. They sent it off to the client with a congratulations on 15 years. And the client called back and said, not only was it meaningful to us, we are having it printed and we're putting it in the office. The more we can focus on what it means to aggregate our data, to aggregate our stories, to do better storytelling using AI, the more we can highlight the impact that we're having on real human beings. Now, what that means for your one big idea today is that you need to be recording, you need to be aggregating, you need to be collecting and creating content based on each of these clients. So if you feel a little disorganized, if you feel like you don't have that, let me get you started today. On my cell phone right now and on yours, you have the ability to record all of the meetings you're in. If you're talking to clients in person in your conference room, you can do that via an app like Fireflies. You can do that with even some of the practice management tools now, like Canopy, are giving you options for that. If you want to go into Zoom or Teams, you can also record and get transcripts of all of those things. Just for now, even if you don't have a plan, don't have meetings, don't have staff meetings, and don't have client meetings without recording those things. Now, I know there's some security issues and you want to make sure that you've got permission from the people that are around that. But the more we can begin to aggregate the content and the stories around our firms and let ChatGPT, let the technology begin to surface and help us tell those stories, the more we can use technology not to replace humans, but to elevate them.